What if you saw the edge of death and chose to come back? What if the afterlife wasn't a place, but a presence that's been guiding you all along? Today we're going where the cards can't go, but somehow always do. Hi, I'm Paul, and this is Tarot Logic, an analytical approach to intuitive reading. Tarot is about life, but life always has a border, and when you brush up against that border, everything changes. I've read for people who've lost loved ones. I've pulled cards that cracked open their grief. But today, I want to talk about what happens when you cross that line and come back, because that's what happened to me. Several years ago, I died, not in the romantic, poetic sense, in the medical sense. Complete organ failure. Liver stopped, kidneys stopped. Every vital system shut down except my heart. They kept me alive on machines. Doctors said there was no explanation for how I held on as long as I did. I don't remember the tubes or wires, but I remember something else. It wasn't a tunnel. It wasn't a man in robes. There wasn't even a white light. What I experienced was a clarity, a strange, expansive awareness, like my ego had been peeled away. I could feel everything, but not in a painful way. It was as though I was merging with something infinitely larger than me, but also intimately personal. I wasn't scared. I wasn't even sure I had a body anymore. There was just a question. And it wasn't asked with words. It was offered to me. Do you want to let go, or do you want to return? Here's the paradox. I didn't know what I was returning to. I wasn't told you must complete your mission. There was no scroll, no prophecy, no booming voice of destiny. But something in me chose life again. Not because I was done dying, but because something was undone in living. I didn't have the whole map, just a pulse of purpose, buried deep in the mystery. Looking back, I believe that mystery was spirit. Let me be honest. Spirit isn't just one thing. It's not just a field, and it's not just a being. To me, spirit is like the Tao, a living, intelligent field that holds everything together. And simultaneously, it's whatever form you most need it to take. In your darkest hour, spirit becomes a parent. When you're alone, it's a friend. When you're yearning, it's a lover. And when you're called to grow, it becomes the challenge you can't ignore. During my near-death experience, I stood at the edge of that field. I was offered a choice: to cut the cord and let go, or return and continue my mission. And although I didn't know what that mission was, I came back, not out of bravery, not out of fear, but out of alignment with something deeper that needed to be lived through me. Since that day, I don't look at tarot the same way. The cards aren't just tools, they're translators. They don't tell you what's going to happen. They tell you what you already know, but can't hear. The voice I met on the other side, the field I briefly merged with, is the same voice that whispers through the spread. Every now and then I'll pull a card and feel that presence again. It's not about prediction, it's about resonance. A remembering of why I chose to come back. Let's be clear. Tarot won't describe the afterlife, but it can mirror what you are becoming. Because when you've touched death, you stop looking for linear meaning. You start looking for the thread, that golden thread that ties this moment to something larger, something cosmic, ancient, and wildly personal. People ask me, what do the cards say about death? Here's the secret. Tarot doesn't fear death. Tarot includes it. Every shuffle is a little death. Every draw is a resurrection. That's the rhythm. That's the ritual. And that's why I still read. People want to know, what was the message from the other side? I wish I could give you a sentence, but it wasn't a message. It was a mirror. It showed me that life is fragile, that time is short, and that if you don't know your mission yet, you're not supposed to. You're meant to live it forward, to unfold it like a spread, one card at a time. The afterlife isn't after. It's now. It's always. It's inside you, waiting to be remembered. If you've ever touched something beyond this life, or if you've ever had a reading that felt like it came from somewhere else, I want to hear from you. Leave a comment below and tell me what you felt or what you remembered. And if this story stirred something in you, subscribe to Tarot Logic. This channel isn't just about cards, it's about decoding the unseen. Until next time, read with clarity, read with structure, and always read with logic.